visuals and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Pokemon Thursday, the day of the week we talk about how many times I'm going to wipe my head from sweat today. One of them days where... I hope that was the wind or the dog. Dog's downstairs. There's not much of a breeze. Let's distract ourselves really quick because that's disgusting. We're here more that's probably for you. I can't even speak. Threw me right off. That's disgusting. We're here to talk more about Pokemon trios, but this time it's Pokemon legendary trios. We've got so many iconic legendary trios out there. I'm still side-eye in the door. Does this mean I'm still side? What the fuck? Not long ago we did our favourite starter trios as a collective group, so Bulbasaur may be my favourite starter, but the Kanto region may not be my favourite starter trio. You probably know that they are, but I'm just trying to make it spoiler free for anyone that hasn't watched that video yet. Go check it out. This week with some iconic, legendary, amazing legendary trios. I thought we would do that list as well. I've only gone for 10, right? I'm going to quickly say, because as far as I'm aware, I've actually done these all from memory, so if I'm missing anybody, I do apologise. I haven't included the forces of nature. Correct in saying Enamorous makes them a quintuplet? She makes them a 4 now, doesn't it? So that they're no longer in the trio category. I could be wrong. Someone correct me if she's officially part of it, but I think she is now. Either way, so I haven't included the forces of nature, but everybody else is on this list. So anyway, visuals, let's go take a look at my top 10. Well, there is only 10. Like I said, I might have missed somebody off either way. Let's go take a look at my favourite legendary trios, but please, I want your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. As per usual, you always school me, you always educate me, you always do a better job explaining Pokemon shit than I do in the comments below. Probably because I'm a duh and you're a no. Off at number 10, it is the Lake Guardian trio. Right, this is a bit of a weird one. There's nothing that I necessarily don't like about the Lake Guardian trio, or the Lake trio, whichever you want to call them. They have a nice story to the overall story of everything that goes down in Sinnoh and stuff. But to me, they just sort of seem like offcuts of Mew. I know that sounds a bit weird because every Pokemon's supposed to be, you know, have the genetic code of Mew and whatnot. Or at least some sort of genetics that would tie back to Mew. But there's nothing that stands out to them that awes me and amazes me. Yes, I like how we go get them, and I like that there's 3 different lakes with these little caves and whatnot in them. You know, Psychic's a great type, and they're great designs, but there's nothing that stands out and awes me massively with them, so that's why they're number 10. 10 is the Titans. I think they're just called the Titans, or the Titan Trio. I know there's more to come with this. Like I said, I took the forces of nature out of this because they had a new one added, and I know we have Regieleki and Regidrago, but I'm still running with it. Contradiction, walking contradiction, I know, I get it, but it just seems more like them togetherness, and I know there's Regigigas that stands above them all and whatnot. I'm taking Regidrago and Regieleki out and whatnot, but we're going to say the Titans. Regice, Regirock, and Registeel. Now, these ones are fun in terms of their cries. Anybody who watches Max Mofo, whenever he pulls a Regirock, it's outstanding. But these, again, are a trio that don't massively stand out for us. I'm not a huge fan of Regice. I don't mind Registeel, and I really like Regirock. So that they're all okay and up a little bit more. I love Regigigas, but he's of course not part of the trio. And I do love Regieleki and Regidrago. I think they're fantastic. But yeah, these 3 when they first come out, how you found them was fun. Like I said, with the Braille and the Ruins and doing different stuff and whatnot. Absolutely amazing and cool. But as Pokemon themselves, they're just okay for me. So it is the Light Trio featuring Necrozma, Solgaleo and Lunala. I might have butchered this list. I'm fairly correct in saying that they're a trio, aren't they? So in the comments below, let me know if I'm wrong or whatnot. Obviously, it would have been the Tapus, but they're a quintuplet. They're a 4, even though I contradicted with the Titans before. But anyway, we're not here for my professionalism or my correctorism. But the Light Trio, I absolutely adore Lunala. I absolutely adore Solgaleo. And Necrozma was decent enough. I think my only real bit of hatred for Necrozma comes because he comes and attacks he attacks Solgaleo, but I'm Team Lunala. You don't attack my big moon owl bat thing creature. It's not an owl, is it? Big moon bat thing. You leave her the fuck alone. But either way, Necrozma is still fun. It gives me proper horror movie, OG Alien vibes. I know it's not quite like a Xenomorph, but it's near enough there. The way he looks is disgusting and whatnot. But I've always had fun with this trio. I think they were a great trio the way they interacted, and you can have Duskmane and Twilight, no, not Twilight, Thingy, Lunala, and what you confuse them and combine them and stuff like that. They look great. Necrozma seems like an literally an ultra threat, and Lunala and Sol Galeo coming from Cosmo and stuff into the way they finish off. I think they were a great, fun story to tie around in the Sun and Moon games and stuff. In fact, now speaking about it, I really want to replay the Sun and Moon shit. That's going to be my next Pokemon playthrough. It is the Tau Trio. I think that's how you pronounce it, Tau Trio. We got Zekrom, we got Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem. Jesus Christ. These are also some really, really fun. It's supposed to be the original dragon that split off into different pieces and whatnot. The stuff would end, depending on, obviously, which game you're playing and stuff like that. Fusing them one or the other with Kyurem and all the shenanigans that goes on with that. But I think there's some great design Pokemon. I think there's some really fun Pokemon. We've got Dragon Electric, we've got Dragon Fire, we've got Dragon Ice. What an amazing, amazing combo. Like I said, the story inside of the world of the Unova region involving these three is already amazing. Kyurem just looks like a demented, demonic sort of creature from the depth, as it is anyway. In the Swords of Justice game, I could have included the Swords of Justice, but I didn't know if fucking Unicorn Boy counted or not. Either way, I don't think they would have made it. The Swords of Justice don't awe me that much. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, Kyurem is just an absolute beast. Zekrom's an absolute beast, and Reshiram's an absolute beast. So it is the Aura Trio featuring Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zekrom. Zekrom? Yeah, Zekrom. Zygarde. Who the fuck's Zekrom? Zygarde. This is an amazing, amazing trio. I definitely love this trio. Everything that's involved in these trios, a lot of them anyway, there's a bit of a mythology, a bit of a story to tell between all three of them. And this being all the whole Norse mythology, the world tree, the Yveltal sitting at the top, Zygarde chin at the bottom, and where does Xerneas sit again? Life, death, and all that kind of stuff. The whole Norse mythology, absolutely love it. I'm not the biggest Xerneas fan. I do like Xerneas, and I think she's great to the overall arc of it, but I do love Yveltal, and I do love Zygarde. I think they all work so well. Zygarde obviously branches off a little bit differently, going into basically Power Rangers, fucking Dinozord, fucking Transformery shenanigans, big unit of a boy. Absolutely amazing. His different percentage forms and stuff like that. But I think this was a really fun trio, and I think this was a great trio with a great story behind it. Legends of Gala Trio. Now this one is definitely slap bang boom because of the story. The story of these ancient warriors and these dogs and this carry-on and this big demonic entity hand alien-y creature coming from above. To the final battle that you have going up against Eternatus. So cool and so amazing. Zygarde and Zamazenta are two of the best legendaries we've got. I mean, they're not my top 5, but they are still absolutely outstanding. I love Zamazenta. I like Zacian, but I love Zamazenta. And I love the final look of this battle where you've got these dogs and this big, giant, fucking massive hand creature thing coming down. And the way that looks, like I said, the dark cloud that's plagued over the Gala region, and these two valiant knights standing side by side with this dragony sort of dragon poison, isn't it? Dragon poison? I'm sure it's dragon poison. Threat coming from above. It just looks great. It plays great. If I was part of the Gala region, I would just want to sit and listen about this story constantly at a campsite, at a campfire, looking at the old ruins and the old relics and listen to historians talk about it. I love history as it is anyway, so when they get a good story and a good lore and mythology behind a certain anything, I'm invested, and I'm definitely invested in this. Birds. Now, there's not much of a great story to go behind this. This one is purely nostalgia. I just remember them early days of seeing the legendary birds and being like, Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, just thinking they were these larger-than-life, absolutely fucking... Obviously, now they're a bit... They're not, I wouldn't say they're weak, but they're not, like, the aura isn't there as much, but they still have a fond place in my heart. I would as well say, I mean, I love the Gala trio, the versions of the birds, but I'm sticking with purely with the Kanto lot. They are absolutely outstanding and absolutely amazing in terms of the nostalgia they bring to me, whether I'm at the power plant or I'm going through Victory Road or I'm down in Cinnabar Island and going over to Thingy Cave, and just the story that's unfolded in my mind of me playing the early games, stumbling across Moltres when I wasn't ready for him, about to go and take the Elite Four, the earliest sort of playthrough, being like, oh shit, do do we do this now, or what we do now? I've got like 2 Ultra Balls on me, my team's half dead, what do we do? And just being absolutely enamored. Like, as well, it was the first time other than Snorlax, is that correct, if I remember correctly, where you'd see a sprite of the Pokemon chilling in the open world, ready to engage and battle with and to fight with. I think that's right, isn't it? You had Snorlax obviously blocking the roads, but then seeing these hidden away, because obviously Snorlax was always there, it was, you know, the norm, but these things hidden away in the deep darks of wherever their respective locations are, and just, well, I suppose the power plant's not that dark, but just, yeah, they just hit home quite hard, and they're very nostalgic to us. Away from the nostalgia effect, we're going on to the legendary beasts, and I was just spoke about great stories, spoke about great lore, history. What story is there in the world of Pokemon other than these 3 creatures passing away in a fire, but being resurrected from the almighty, beautiful, amazing Ho-Oh, the one representing the water that put the tower out, the lightning or the electric that hit the tower to set it on fire, and the fire that engulfed the tower. This amazing story in this historic, beautiful region of Johto that's just full of history and wow and wonder and storytelling. What a story to tell. Like I said, it's a story that is celebrated inside of Johto region. It's a story that's enveloped so many of the I'm talking as if it's like a real fucking place here, aren't I? Jesus Christ. It's a story that's enveloped all the locals and stuff inside of it. It's a story that you initially and you get pulled into. It gravitates. You gravitate towards it. But like, what is this story? These crazy beasts, and this story of a tower that burnt down and Ho-Oh resurrected them. Were they evolutions, or what the fuck's going on? It's just an absolute outstanding story with three amazingly designed, beautiful Pokemon. Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, absolutely out of this world. 2, it is the Creation Trio. What another great story to be told. Obviously, yes, there's Arceus, great everything, but we have time and space with Dialga and Palkia. We've got the underworld, gravity, some people have said, with Giratina. What an ultimate trio they are. They not so much when they go horsey form, but Giratina always looks amazing. Give me regular Dialga and Palkia, so friggin' cool and amazing. But the whole thing about time and space, what story is there to tell other than the story of time and space itself, the creation of everything, the Creation Trio, and then eventually going on to the late trios and stuff like that. But this is just 3 outstandingly designed Pokemon. Dragon Steel, Dragon Water, Dragon Ghost, that just completely... again, that word again, you gravitate to the story of it. I guess more with Giratina as well. Giratina definitely draws me right in with the demonic, scary kind of look, with the distortion world shenanigans, with the ghost type element, potentially, you know, people say if Arceus is God, is Giratina the Satan of the world and stuff like that. It's just a beautiful, beautiful story with 3 amazing Pokemon. Number 1 is the Super Ancient Trio. Is that what they're called? This Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre. What other stories are to be told? Now, the story might not be as rich, I guess, as the other trios we've on this, with the Beast, with the Creation Trio and stuff. But the story is still there of this. Obviously, I know they've been manipulated by the teams and stuff, but before Magma, that's a combination of Magma and Aqua, before they come along, you had these 2 dwelling behemoth entities, one of land and one of sea, just crashing and causing chaos and mayhem and carnage. But descending from the heavens is this absolute beauty of a Pokemon, and Rayquaza just here to quill, is that the right word? To stop the fight and stop it at its tracks. Every time they kicked off again, Rayquaza comes down. I think I've used the picture. There's just a great artwork of Groudon and Kyogre going at it, just looking at Rayquaza. Obviously, them 2 as well having their primal forms, and Rayquaza getting a mega form. It's just such an iconic trio at this point. I would even say, if you were to do a list of people's favourite legendaries, I definitely think Groudon and Rayquaza would be in there a hell of a lot for people. Maybe Kyogre. I think Kyogre's a lot more loved than what I remember, just because I'm team Groudon in that particular fight. And I think I do not enough justice sometimes. But there's a lot of people that love Rayquaza and absolutely adore Groudon and Kyogre. They're great designed Pokemon. Like I said, the story's not as illustrious and as jaw-dropping, but it's still there. Like I said, with the Sky Pillar stuff with Rayquaza, Kyogre and Groudon dwelling in their respective depths and stuff. And then the story that does unfold, the current story that you play of the Hoenn region getting either very hot and sunny with the land trying to come out, or very wet and rainy with Kyogre and shit. It's so beautiful, and it's such a... I think when the Pokemon want to tick a box of nailing every single Pokemon in like a trio or a group of some kind, they smashed it here in every way, shape or form. You could easily root behind one or get behind the other or wait for it requires it. There's just so much to unlock here, and there's just so much love about these Pokemon, and giving them the extra love when the Oras games come out with the Mega Evolutions, with the Primal reversions. So cool, so amazing. Got to be the best collective trio, surely. Gambit Visuals, my favourite legendary trios. Like I said, I know I could have put the Swords of Justice in there, but Keldeo, just fucking name, idiot. And I know the Titans should technically not have been there, seeing as I ruled the Forces of Nature up. But to be fair, the Forces of Nature wouldn't have made the list anyway. I think they're very, very ugly boysies. I don't like muscular clouds. Just don't quite do it for us. Contradictory and stuff in there, but I feel like my list's solid enough there. I hopefully you get what I mean about the grand stories being... I tried to sound like I was a real citizen in some sort of Pokemon region there as well, didn't I? Oh, the citizens get involved in the Johto region, the story of the beast. Where the fuck was I going? I don't know. Anyway, please let me know in your comments below, and if you want to overlook my contradiction, take the Titans out there and maybe put the Force of Nature in, completely up to you. The Swords of Justice. Swords of Justice. And why am I doubting everybody's names? I'm sure I've said everybody's names right on here. Yeah, it's the Titans, the Light Trio, the Aura Trio, the Tau Trio. The Super Ancient Trio doesn't sound right, though. I feel like I've just heard or read that somewhere. Either way, but visuals, more importantly, like I said, I want to know your lists in the comments below. But more importantly, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best. We're always keep being you. Keep on, keep on.